We're back.
Damn.
Verified the podcast.
Nice.
How we doing?
We're good,
Benjamin.
man. How are you? Cheers.
Good. Cheers.
Skull.
A nice cold one. Skull. You know, the reason I think that they said that, the Vikings, was because they would drink a lot of their ale out of the skulls of their enemies.
I don't think it's spelled that way.
No?
No.
Cool, because I made that part up anyway. I was just really hoping that it was that sounds cool to me. They were like, yeah,
I agree. It
skull.
does sound cool.
Yeah. Skull?
Yeah. Some dude's brain still in there. Gross. How you doing, man? Brennan?
I'm good.
Brennan's here.
I'm swell.
Swell.
Recovering from last night.
Oh. Yes, we recorded Who Knows with Trevor, our friend Trevor.
The most interesting dude I've
Yes.
ever met.
See that?
He really
Holy
might
shit.
be the most interesting man in the world.
God, dude,
It's entirely likely.
we went through a bottle of half a bottle of Jameson. I don't want to say half. I'll say quarter bottle of Jameson.
Might
Yeah.
as well have been half.
Quarter bottle of Jameson, and then a full bottle of what is that? What is that?
Spittin' Chicklets. No.
Pink Whitney.
Pink Whitneys. I think that's.
Chicklets.
I think that's the podcast. That's one of the Barstool podcasts.
That's what a teenage fucking
That's
chicken does.
That's their hockey podcast because when you get your teeth broken, you're spitting chicklets.
Oh, that was when a teenage chicken goes to school. I'm spitting all these chiclets. You know, like,
Yeah.
Bum, bum.
oh my god, his feathers are so weird.
Oh, fuck, man.
Oh god, all right. I'm hungover, man.
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah, I mean, when I laid down, I don't know what happened. I wasn't like that drunk leaving here, and then when I got in my room, I was like,
It took a car ride to settle in.
yeah, dude. I was actually gonna go to I went to McDonald's to get a Travis Scott burger, and
Of course.
the guy, I literally pulled up, and the guy was like, down, sorry, and I was like, I think that means we can't. They close it between 2 and 4 because
Yes.
they're updating their systems.
They
And I'm
closed
just-
the restaurant or the orders?
The drive-through,
Oh.
like just that you can't.
I was there like 2 nights ago. Dude said the same thing.
What?
Then I went to I was about to say Bourbon Street, Burger King, and same thing. No one was there. I'm like, dude.
See, I went to Dunkin' and they said the same thing as the lady in the McDonald's. And I was
Yeah.
like, is everyone just like updating their systems? They just like do that every
What they're
night?
doing is losing business.
Yes, significantly.
We're not the only ones that will venture
No.
a fast food joint
No,
in the middle of the night.
no.
And I went to McDonald's, and the guy's like, we're closed, blah, blah, blah. We'll be open in, I think he said we'll be open in 10 minutes. I was like, oh, okay, so that's how you get everyone to just drive away. And so I was like, okay, we'll go to Burger King. Nothing at Burger King. Go back to McDonald's. 10 minutes later, hey, I'm sorry, sir, we're closed. Okay. Well,
So you're a liar.
yeah.
Drive away. Do you ever see the? Have you had the Travis Scott burger? Or
Yeah, I
anything
have
yet?
it.
You've had it?
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially a quarter pounder with cheese that has bacon on it.
I know. And they left. Okay, when I got it, they left out my fucking bacon.
I know, I saw that, dude. Fucking, that's the most shameful thing.
That
Yes,
is trash.
bro.
Order.
Dude, I
It's
sort
the
of.
only thing that separates it from.
Yeah,
everything else on that
yeah.
menu.
Does McDonald's have any other items on the menu that have bacon on it?
Yeah, I think so. Don't they have a chicken sandwich that comes with bacon or something?
I'm not
I'm
sure.
pretty sure I'm lying about that, but
Yeah.
I think they do. I think
Hey,
you
I
can
mean,
get like
yeah.
I think you can get a quarter pounder with bacon,
yeah,
right?
like a
No,
deluxe or something.
Yeah.
Really?
maybe. I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
I've never had anything from McDonald's with bacon on
Yeah,
it. That's for sure.
I'm terrified of what it's gonna look like. Are
Yeah, right.
you kidding me? The bacon's gonna be fucking. Yeah. You ever get bacon and it's like they cooked it for they let it sizzle for a moment
Oh.
and then throw it on the burger.
Yeah.
It's like.
It's either
Stun.
that or they put it in the dehydrator overnight.
Right.
Dehydrator.
It's like
Just a meat cracker.
yeah, exactly.
Oh. Oh God. God fuck. I don't even know why like
Are you a crispy bacon or a floppy bacon guy?
crispy. I'm not a psychopath. Floppy bacon, dude. I might as
You're
well
a
get
crispy
ham.
guy too.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
If I'm getting crispy, but if I get it's ham. That's what floppy bacon is. It's just stripped up
It's
ham.
not though.
Well, how though?
Bacon it comes from pork belly. It's
Okay.
like cured pork belly.
And what is ham then? Just off the top?
Ham
Ham-
is the ham.
It's
of
a
the
different
man.
part of the pig.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's actually called the ham.
Yep.
Oh,
I
is it-
guess
is
so.
It the
I'm
ass?
not-
It is, yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
the
it's
ass?
Their hip, kind of.
Oh,
Something or other.
wow. That's
Canadian bacon.
Canadian bacon. I've
That's
heard
where it
Canadian
is.
bacon's good. I've heard that.
It's ham.
Just thick ham. Yeah. It's thick cut ham.
What?
It's ass.
Right. Me and
Canadian.
Joe are
bacon.
both-
Well, it
Mm.
depends on where you get it though.
Is it ass?
Have you been
Because I'm a
to
crispy
Canada?
bacon guy.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, I've never had Canadian bacon where it's crispy. Right.
Right.
Okay.
That's not really. I think they they toss it in the fryer for a little bit, but like,
Yeah.
or not the fryer, but like a frying pan or something
Yeah.
to crisp it up. But it's not meant to be eaten like,
No.
like bacon.
No. That's
Chip
no.
and tooth.
Yeah.
Oh, is
There's-
that's picking you guys up? Is that picking them up? Oh,
That'll
you
get the
guys.
room.
Oh, cool. Wanted to.
As it should be.
Cool. Yeah, man. All right. Well, we're here. Ben's our guest today. Ben Berry.
I am completely out of my element.
This dude
You
has
don't seem
been,
like it.
I appreciate that because I have no idea what to do next.
You were with us last summer. What was it?
No, 2 summers ago.
Yeah.
Right?
No way.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Mhm.
That was-
It's been a while since
2
I've been
summers
back.
ago?
Yeah.
Well, whenever it was that you guys were in the bedroom, still.
Yeah, I honestly, it's wild that we've been doing this for so long. We're almost at. I mean, we're not almost, but like we're on the cusp of 100 episodes, I believe.
Yeah.
We're in the 80s.
Getting close. This is.
I think this would be like
Is this
83,
episode 80?
82?
Yeah, 81 or
Something
80.
like that.
It's we're right about the 80s. Yeah.
Wow. That's so much content for people to expose me with. Unbelievable. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, get canceled.
And so much more that I have sat there listening to
Yeah.
day in and day out. Bars, I've heard your voice more than your own mother has.
I know. I bet, bro.
Dude.
I actually don't know how people do that.
I love it though. It feels really good to like have come back and to be doing this in a more profound way.
Yeah.
Because while it was a lot of fun to be recording the podcast when it was like just the 3 of us in BMAC's bedroom, like we've come such a long way.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so not like a once a week thing anymore.
Right.
It's so much more of like this is essentially a part-time job for all of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's huge.
Yeah, it is. And it's
Part-time job we're not getting paid for, but that should just go to show how much we love doing it.
Yeah, dude,
I'm
man,
serious.
it's-
Like that's
if people think we're getting paid, I mean, some people do actually think that.
That's
that,
the
like,
goal.
Oh, you guys making money? Yeah, that's the goal.
that's
I mean,
the end game. But
So we haven't made money, but like we have so much more stuff, and professionalism. I feel like here, and we have a whole group of people now. It used to be
highly agree.
me and Brendan, then is me, Brendan, and Ben, and then now Jaquette and Chris are here for the last 6 months now or something. 5
Something or
months.
other, yeah.
2? No, wait, 2.
Starting in June. First week of June.
Really?
It's September now.
Wow. Well, okay.
It's
first
been a little
of
bit more
June,
than 2
July,
months.
August,
4.
September. Just because
well, I
it's the
guess it's
beginning
not.
of September, so just about 4, almost 4, which is it feels like it's been so much longer.
Yeah, it has.
It feels like it's been so much longer. It's awesome, man. I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
It's just sweet.
Let's keep it chugging, man. This
I
is
know, man.
like I said, it's something that like we're putting a lot of time and effort in, and I hope that we can continue to do that.
Mhm,
Absolutely.
Yeah. We got a lot of ideas flowing at all times, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No shortage
we do,
of those.
bro.
No. I'm just excited to when cuz honestly the winter is coming, and I feel like the more and more that starts to happen every year as it does, people will be getting more and more inside, more and more wanting to just make stuff up here and stuff like that. 'cause
Yes.
there really isn't going to be much going on. I feel like in the winter, especially when all the goofballs are afraid of the COVID still, and I mean I'm still afraid of it. I was actually talking to this girl on Hinge, and she was like, "We should do a video call date sometime," and I was like, "Oh yeah, for sure." Like, is it because you live far, or like do you want to not want to? And she's like, "Well, I would love to talk, maybe video chat a little bit, and then like if we like each other, maybe we can do like a socially distanced outdoor date." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Responsible.
Yeah,
very.
it's, and I get it, dude. I get it.
Please
I
show up to the
understand.
date with your negative test result.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
straight up, like, what's the
Okay.
date on that?
I'm going to
Can
need
I-
a test within 24 hours.
Yeah.
I am going to stop you right there because I wanted to ask, You guys talk about the dating apps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that I didn't mean that as a slight. I promise I didn't mean that as a slight. I wanted to ask, how is that for you guys, and how has it like affected your dating lives or like your love lives? Because I've never once downloaded Tinder. I've never used it. I never felt like I needed to.
It sucks.
I hate it.
Which I hope doesn't sound pretentious to me. I got lucky enough to end up, in the
Absolutely.
right place with the right person.
Yeah.
So
And that's what you were actually saying to me yesterday. I was like,
yeah.
You were like, you don't want to force that, and I was like, no, you're right. And I was thinking about it, and I told him this actually, Brendan, the other day. I was like, C-Dot just fucking followed me on Instagram.
Hey. Shout out C-Dot.
Yes.
Shout out C-Dot. You're a bitch. What the fuck was it? I'm like swiping already on girls. See, that's the thing. I literally log in the app and I'm already like, no. And that's the thing I don't like. I feel like it's making me more and more shallow every time I go on this. Like, the first thing I see, I'm just like, no, just off the first photo. And it's like, I don't like that.
That's crazy. I'm the same way.
It sucks.
But it's almost designed to do that. Like, how much time is it? How are you supposed to look at someone's profile before like they get at Hinge? They have to have answers to those questions.
I'm not remotely the right person to ask because I've never.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just asking the room.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you said shallow, and it kind of creates a weird shallowness. I don't think that's because people are inherently shallow and it's just coming out on the app. I'm pretty sure that's just like the way the app works with your brain.
Yeah.
Because you get used to swiping, and it's almost like a dopamine release. Like you reward yourself for like picking and choosing and silently judging people.
Right.
On your own terms.
And especially when they pick you back. You're like, she liked me?
Yeah.
Bet.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
That's
the
gotta
thing.
be a huge reward.
For sure.
But I'm getting less and less the feeling of accomplishment when somebody likes me on there, because it's like, it's so easy just to go, yeah, sure, he's cute-ish. Maybe I'll never respond.
Yeah.
Because there's tons of times where I will like somebody and they'll like me back, and then they'll message me, and I'm just like, nah, I don't really feel like
Chris.
doing that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's literally.
Quite's doing a 747.
He's got the glow sticks and coming out and. Oh, bro.
No, they started doing that with Roman candles, and it didn't work out.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Shoot. Oh my god. No, they would just light pieces of wood on the fire. Shit, no, keep going. Yeah. Actually, this is kind of cool about airports. I don't know why I just thought of this. Don?
Yeah.
So there's these big, you ever see like a spool? Like one of those big, like it's like it holds wire. It's a big spool that holds wire.
Yes.
So there's these massive giant ones at like O'Hare Airport. Like they hold like the size of this table, like big and massive spools.
Right.
And Don works at an airport, and they just throw them out. And he grabbed one, and he grabbed one that didn't have any wire on it, and he brought it back to his house. And I was like, bro, can you get me one of these? Because they look, if you put it on upright, it's perfect for a podcast table, because the center is hollowed out.
They're like nice and big too.
Yeah, and you can
run the cords up. That would be huge, man. That would be so cool.
And we can spray paint it and shit, or like paint it or whatever the fuck. Put a big fucking, and it's literally like, it's massive and it's super sturdy. Yeah. And Don just has it because he likes spools, I guess. But he's like, so that's cool. Hopefully, maybe we'll get something like that.
Yeah, right.
At some point, but
that would be wild.
Yeah, man.
I think a circle table would be awesome.
Yes.
That's one thing. Like at Rita, our lunch tables. Most lunch tables are like super long, typical ass lunch tables.
Big rectangular.
At Rita, we all had circle tables. So
we had those at Marist too. We had a big
that.
and the work study kids would have to like roll them around.
Right.
They were heavy though. Like, that was probably not something we should have been making 14-year-olds do.
I loved that was like the punishment in high school was like, labor. It's like, okay.
Right.
I don't know. It wasn't even like a punishment thing. Like kids signed up for it because I think they got money off of tuition.
Really?
Like they would. Well, they would spend. Yeah, so they would spend, a couple minutes every period doing this or that for, to help with the cafeteria staff or, maybe like the maintenance people. And they would get a certain amount of money off for tuition. It would
Really?
help, like, low-income, students
Wow.
afford tuition a little bit
Jeez,
easier.
dude, are you
not,
kidding me?
Not that it's not, like, still, crazy fucking expensive.
I would dual
yeah,
freaking.
It was a
hands
little bit
those
of an
things.
option, yeah. And it wasn't like, I mean, I was never part of it. I only ever like observed, but they would only have to like stay for an extra like 10 minutes after
Yeah,
lunch.
kidding me?
They would always get a pass for class if they were late to class and all
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
it didn't seem like too high maintenance or anything.
No.
Our table used to have to do that because our lunch monitor was the football coach.
Yeah.
And every time you got in trouble, and he hated me, but
Say less.
every time we got in trouble, he'd be like, "All right, you're staying after," and we'd have to wipe all the tables down.
Is that Coach C or whatever the fuck? was his name?
Jesus, now I'm gonna forget his name. What's
The hall monitor.
It wasn't knee, was it?
no, the head coach? What's his name?
Oh, Kuska.
Kuska. Yes.
And fucking beat off.
He is a beat off. Like,
Fuck. I graduated from that fucking school, so what are you gonna do? Take my diploma away? Hey, give me it.
you have it.
Yeah. No. Who is the? I don't want to say his name, but the baseball coach. He was ultra tan.
Yeah. Zunica.
Oh yeah, I'll fuck it. Yeah. Again, yeah, Zunica. Dude, all of his kids were tan too, and they were like, it wasn't like tan as in like, oh, they went to like the beach one summer, or like oh, they're like really Italian or anything like that. They had a tanning bed in their home.
Yes.
You're kidding me.
Yes. And they
That's
would tan.
Dumb.
No,
Yeah.
it was dumb, but it was embarrassing. Like I was like, oh,
That
Yeah, it was January, and this dude.
Yeah,
looked
it's
like
a little
stepping
extra,
off
bro.
a plane. It's like,
yeah, dude. I'm
How was
like,
Florida? He's like, no, it's just in my basement.
yeah. I had a pretty low key weekend at home actually.
Yeah, right.
God.
It's February 3rd. Fuck, His kids would walk in looking like fucking Oompa Loompas, and we're all like, what the fuck, dude? Why's your hair green? No.
That's a little too extra for me.
No, yeah.
Dude, I mean, I know that, like, people love to tan, some people can.
Mhm.
I burn really easily, so I don't. But, like, how do you
I don't know.
how do you justify having a tanning bed in your house?
I don't know.
You gotta love tanning.
You
guess.
gotta just really
You
like
really
being
gotta
golden
be
brown.
about
How
it, man.
expensive they are.
Yeah, I mean they
Oof.
gotta be pretty hefty on the old pocketbook. But because you went to Marist.
Yes, I did.
Right? Yeah.
Go Red Hawks.
Go Red Hawks. I love it. I love the Red Hawks. I know a lot of people that went to Marist, bro. Damn.
What's that?
A lot of people that went to Marist.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez, I feel like most of my friends actually that I know that I hang out with. go to
I mean,
Marist,
like,
went to Marist.
I don't know what it was about it, but I feel like a lot of kids who did the Oakview shows
Yeah,
were Marist kids.
yeah.
Really?
I mean, not a majority by any
Sure.
means, but like there was always a good chunk that I would see at school and then at rehearsal later
Right.
that night.
More
Yeah.
than any other Catholic school.
No, I would say
Rice?
that like Rice and Macaulay really
Yeah.
were
Okay.
like of the Catholic schools, and then they were all the OLCHS kids.
Yeah.
So-
Oaklawn kids. Yeah.
Yeah, all the Oak Lawn community kids.
I never. It was me, Regan, and Shay as Rita kids. I
Right.
think that was it.
Rita was a very small population
No,
among that
yeah.
cast.
Yeah,
I mean, generally the male population was small. Period.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't remember
We're not complaining about that.
you, Regan, and Shay. Is that really it? Yeah.
Yeah. I
Rita
think,
was very jock
Where
oriented.
did Frank Zaboka go to school?
Bennett Academy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where they literally were required to be snobby. It was like, you snobby? He's like, and they're like, oh, duh. Like, we'll come in, obviously.
That kid is on top of the world, man.
Yeah.
I keep seeing him on Instagram with, the lady who played Meredith Palmer on The Office, Chris
Oh,
Rock,
yeah.
and Adam Sandler,
Yeah.
and like,
He actually, I was
good
glad he.
for him.
I was
man.
glad he
Yeah.
tagged me in that one because that was that one time where I actually
Oh,
went with
yeah.
him to see
Mhm.
them, and I got to meet Adam too, and I was like, he like tagged me in one of the photos, and actually
You and Adam Sandler on a first name basis.
Yeah, I was like,
right.
oh yeah, me and Adam.
Big
But
time.
Yeah, I know Adam.
I call him Sandy. I call him Sandy.
Hey, Sandman.
Yeah. But no, because the reason I bring that up too, not to be like, oh yeah, it's me too, but because when we met them the first time when we got the photos on our emails, he sent me the photo, but then he posted the photo on Instagram and he cut me out of it. And I was like, and he goes, and he texted me right when I saw it. I actually looked at I was gonna text him. I was like, dude, what the fuck? And he texted me, he's like, hey, dude, sorry I cut you out of it. I just kind of wanted to have like a picture of me and him, and I don't have one of just me and him. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I know it's so terrible that I was also included.
Yeah, right.
No, but yeah, dude, no,
Just can't have you steal my clout like that.
Would you do the same thing though if like you met one of the greatest celebrities you've ever looked up to, but Chris bummed into your picture?
That's the thing,
Then
though.
you don't have any other pictures with that celebrity.
If I met him, I would literally go, hey, Chris, hold on. Just stay right there for a minute. Can we get just one me and you really quick? Like, I would make sure. I don't care how embarrassed I am. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I'm gonna go out on a limb. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
I mean,
Sorry, Chris.
depending on the photo,
I love it all.
depending on the photo, like it was so obvious there was another person next to him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was so
one
ridiculous.
of those very poor crops that.
Hey, it's my
Like you
arm.
could see his
Yeah.
shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's that?
Whose arm
blonde
is
kid?
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is there a fifth arm in this picture?
What I wanted to do was go back on the photo and like tag like fucking another like blonde celebrity. Like, oh my god, why'd you cut off fucking?
Yeah.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh my god, Ansel Elgort is with you too. That's insane.
That's funny, dude. Is there a celebrity that like you guys are dying to meet someday?
I would absolutely kill to meet Jim Carrey or Matthew McConaughey.
Smart. Love that
I think
answer.
I would. If I walked up to Matthew McConaughey, he would go, "All right, come here."
All right.
Did you see his
Yeah.
Instagram today?
Today,
This
no.
is the funniest fucking shit I've ever seen in my life. This dude is quite literally the most he's so fucking bougie. It's
That man's
absolutely-
got some swagger. I'm not gonna lie. He's a classy guy.
Come on, Matthew.
I love him.
do
I love his speech about like my hero is me in 10 years or whatever.
Is that his Oscar
I
acceptance
think
or
it might be.
Yeah. That was.
Mesquite, we're throwing a party at the lake house this weekend. In Mesquite, we're throwing a party at the lake house this weekend.
His
Oh,
dude's sitting.
dude.
He's
In a
sitting
field.
in a field with his whiskey. I'm pretty sure, sipping on his whiskey in a lawn chair and just talking about. I don't even know what the fuck he's saying.
He behaves like a washed-up actor, but so is not a washed-up actor.
Dude. No, and he also picked the coolest sponsorship in the world, Lincoln. He's
Yeah,
like,
it's true. He does
yeah.
go hard on those Lincoln commercials. That video though,
He's also
like,
the Lincoln
feels
lawyer.
like something that Brendan Fraser would do.
Yeah.
In like a weird like Henley and like Capri's with a bottle of whiskey.
Well, what do
and,
you mean?
In a weird grass field. Yeah. The behavior is kind of unnecessary, but I love that
it.
man. He can do whatever he wants.
What?
He doesn't give a shit.
No.
That's so true, man. He's on top of the world and he knows it.
Right.
What celebrity would you meet?
Oh, that's so tough. It would probably be I wouldn't go like the actor route. I don't have questions for actors. It would probably be like James Gunn or a director that I really like watching.
James
their
Gunn?
movies. James Gunn was wronged, my friend.
Really?
Did you guys know about this?
I know he was trying to get
I'm-
canceled a while ago.
Well, so I
It came
don't
from-
have all of the details. I'm going to preface with that. But essentially, the way I remember it happening was that, there was some stuff that came up on Twitter from years and years and years ago. He got hit with the cancel culture thing, and Marvel kicked him out.
Sure.
He
He did the Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah. He's worked on a couple of the other ones. He might have been part of Avengers and stuff like
Nice.
that.
I'll look it up.
But he kind of got canceled for a minute, and then I don't know what happened that like it made everyone come back around to him, but essentially, he's back in the good graces, and like the common thing to say about it now is that James Gunn was wrong.
Because
And
when that happened, the whole cast of the movie came out and they're like, we're with this
they
guy.
really
we don't believe this.
Yeah,
or whatever.
they staunchly defended it.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking
Okay, he
about.
did Suicide Squad too.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Tim Gunn for a second.
But also
Tim
though
Gunn.
would meet Tim Gunn.
I mean, Benjamin, why?
If I had the opportunity to sit down with Tim Gunn for a cup of coffee,
Are you kidding me?
and
Absolutely.
some locks on bagels,
Who did we see in the
that
airport?
would
Was
be a dream.
we saw someone in the airport?
Bagels and locks.
Was it Tim Gunn?
No, it wasn't Tim Gunn. It was Andy Dick.
Andy Dick.
He was literally flirting with a chick. He was like, "Well, when I was on SNL, I mean, you couldn't even believe it." I'm like, "Why? You're in literally the
Remind me-
Portillo's at the air at O'Hare."
Remind me who Andy Dick is, though.
Andy Dick.
Andy Dick is like bars from 50 years.
Yeah, it's, if both my parents smoked heavily during the pregnancy,
Okay.
that's
Say no more.
Andy Dick.
Was he?
This
What did he
dude.
do though? You said he
He's
was
a
on
comedian.
SNL and.
He's a
I-
comedian. He's an
okay.
I
actor.
think
Gotcha.
he wrote on SNL. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Andy
I've seen
Dick.
I've seen his face before. I wouldn't
I don't know if we got any of
wouldn't be
those.
able to place him.
You see
but-
that?
I didn't know he had a TV show.
Kinda, yeah. Andy Dick, yeah. Oh well, I would never. Him and Tim Gunn could almost traded voices.
That's why I asked that because
Yeah.
I thought it definitely was
Because
Tim Gunn.
God was like, I ran out of voices. I'll give him. I'll just make him
I'll just
higher
give him
pitch.
Tim Gunn's voice.
Tim Gunn can talk me to sleep for the rest of my life.
Oh my God, dude, and dress me. That's
Yeah,
what you talk about
right,
scarves for
especially.
an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I'll fall asleep.
100%. I want is like he always wears the finest pinstripe
Oh,
suits,
yes.
and it makes me a little wet.
Well, that.
It's really fun.
Well, that's
There you
just tragic. That's tragic. His bow tie.
Designers
Designers, bro.
make it work.
Now, is he's an actual designer himself?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
I'm sure he owns a lot of different lines.
Mm-hmm.
He's a men's style icon
Okay.
type thing. I don't think he would have been on Project Runway if he didn't have a background
Yeah.
or a
Right.
career in that beforehand. So of course he's probably released a lot of lines and stuff.
I didn't know if they were like,
Um,
can we get like a metrosexual kind of guy that might be gay or not, and just kind of had that really cool voice, like whole auditions.
No, I'm sure he's got a fashion career,
Yeah,
big,
I mean,
big time.
he looks fucking phenomenal.
If he
Yeah.
didn't before, he does now.
Yeah,
so,
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Tim
I love Tim
Gunn.
Gunn. I'm mad that like they totally nerfed Project Runway.
Did they?
They really
It's
did,
not on anymore?
man. Well, I actually I'm not sure if it's like currently airing or anything, but like Heidi and Tim left the show
Okay.
for a while, and or not just for a while, but like they left the show, they were done, and then they brought in some new hosts that did not do the show
No.
justice.
Really?
At least the way my mom talks about it, because I don't. I never watched the new episodes, but I was a huge Project Runway fan the entire time it was running.
Never seen it.
Now, when I think of Project Runway, I'm thinking
Really,
of,
really good.
I'm thinking of who's that fucking I hate her. I hate her so much. It's that woman that runs the fashion show. She's super mean, and she's
Oh, are you
Ah.
thinking of like America's Next Top Model?
yes.
Um,
What's her name?
Tyra Banks.
Yeah,
Tyra Banks.
She's not mean, is she?
Let me think. Yeah.
I never.
Tyra Banks
I
is
watched
a
a couple of
bitch.
seasons of that too. I never
Really?
noticed
She's gone in
her
on some
being
models,
like.
for sure.
yeah.
I guess they wouldn't show her being
I-
mean on that show though.
Tyra Banks, bro.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What about you?
Fuck
What about her?
Tyra
Don't you
She's
like?
attractive.
She's so mean. I mean, I remember my mom watching part and she would go, I can't fucking believe you would bring this into my studio or some shit like that. I made up that line, but definitely
I think you gotta rewatch America's
Dude.
Next Top Model.
I don't like her.
'Cause-
I don't like her. I arm
No,
wrestle
no.
her.
Beef with Tyra Banks.
Yeah.
I'd arm
Shout out
wrestle her,
Tyra
no-
Banks.
Celebrities we wouldn't want to meet.
No.
Tyra.
I would arm wrestle her, no problem. Put her in a reverse chokehold, leg lock. Say my dad looks cool. Say my dad looks
You're
cool.
gonna get hit with a $50 million lawsuit. Have fun with
I
that.
hope
bud.
so, dude. I'll literally pee on it like Conway. Conway.
Now there's another one that
Yeah.
like I'm on the fence about meeting Kanye because on one hand, what a magical moment would that be?
Oh my
Yes.
God.
He's one that I would
I-
want.
And on the other
love him
hand,
so bad.
what a strange moment would
Yeah.
that be?
Love it. you're
Yeah, I
not
don't know.
gonna not have a story about me and Kanye.
That's so
I feel
true.
like, you know.
That's so true.
He's the man. I mean, I know he's going crazy on Twitter, but what is that? You
He
know
all,
what
but
I
like
mean?
this behavior is not new.
No.
That's-
You know, like pissing on a Grammy is hardly the craziest thing that he's done.
Right.
Yeah, what
and,
was the whole
and
Taylor
done
Swift thing?
publicly. So
Yeah.
She
I-
won
you know.
video.
She won the
music video
Grammy.
awards.
Yeah, and then
And then he got on
and
stage
like
and
the
said,
the whole Trump support thing is it goes back and forth for me because I can't half the time I can't tell if it's a joke or not.
Yeah,
Or
I
if
really
he's
don't know.
I mean, like, and he hangs out with Trump, so I'm on the side of like it's
He
probably
does?
not. Well, not like hangs out, but like he's had several meetings with the dude.
Sure.
yeah,
So
but
I'm,
what the
I'm-
fuck are they talking about, dude?
I would love to know, Jake. America would love to know.
What are they talking about?
I mean, Kim Kardashian went to the White House not like a year ago to do like not like healthcare thing, but she went to talk policy with Donald J. and
she
yeah, and
she's there
my
some-
thoughts exactly.
she's there semi frequently. She's
Is
like
she really?
She's a big. She does a lot with like wrongful conviction shit.
That's what it was.
She
That's
does.
what I
She
remember.
has like a foundation.
Yeah, reading about
and-
it's like
yeah, it's pretty legit actually.
Good for her for that.
I
very
you know
much
what I
respect her
think
for
like
that.
for all the again for all the crazy shit that the Kardashians do like. They're kind of business people. They kind of grind, and I
don't think
have a
it's
little
kinda.
bit of I have a little bit of respect for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just it's kind of like Trump though. They're very much like Trump. It's like they just were born into like tons of money.
Yeah.
You know, small loan of $1 million. You know what I mean? Like that dude. You know, it's like they never had to worry about anything if they didn't want to. You know what I mean? So that's why I have a really hard time like appreciating their work ethic when like they really didn't have to do like if any of us were handed money like that, who's to say we wouldn't be in the same position? You know what I mean?
But
Like
who's to say we would?
me, I don't know. I would say it about myself. I think
Right.
anyone would say it about themselves.
I
And like
mean-
no one would ever know until it happens to them. But it's like
Well, Keeping Up with the Kardashians is ending, so
Yeah. Is
we,
it?
we won't know. Yeah, or it's
I-
they're gonna air their last season next year.
Wow.
oh, you know who's actually
Which is
gonna
kind of big time news because that
Yeah.
show's been on since
Yeah.
like 2003, 2004.
and I actually
time.
I have a lot. I don't. If I respect any of them, it's Kris Jenner. It's the mom.
I kind of agree with that. I
She's a
think
fucking
she's
savage.
the one that grinds
Dude,
the hardest,
She literally turned all of her kids into superstars.
Totally.
All of them.
single-handedly.
Yeah.
too.
Not no thanks to any of the guys in her life.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like it's like what the fuck, you know? I
Her
don't
husband defended OJ.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Rob Kardashian.
know. Yeah, that's
Shout
true.
out Rob Kardashian. Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
yeah. Is he now? What is he hated throughout the world or not?
Depends on how you feel about OJ, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah,
Have you
As
guys
long as
seen
there's no pulp.
American Crime Story?
love it. The one, dude, that's so good.
One of my college buddies got me hooked on
Yeah.
that show, and now it's one of those things that like I feel like I have to rewatch every year. It's
Really?
like,
Really?
oh my god,
I should
yes.
revisit it.
Because I don't know what it is about it. It's something I think for the most part it's the performances.
Yeah.
Sterling K. Brown is amazing. Courtney B. Vance, I
Okay.
think,
What's,
or that's his name, I believe. I'll fact check myself when I edit this later. But
I'll pull it up.
When I had
Who
a
But-
plays
Twitter, I love it.
Kardashian? Who is it?
Rob Kardashian is played by David Schwimmer, dude.
Yes.
And
Yes.
he is a lightning bolt in that show. I love David Schwimmer.
David Schwimmer's the man.
That's another like you guys should watch if you haven't seen it before. You should watch Band of Brothers.
Okay.
Which is a HBO miniseries about World War II, like a platoon in World War II that fought in a lot of major battles, like Argonne and D-Day, Normandy.
I have seen that,
David Schwimmer's in that too, and he is pretty legit in that show.
He
Cuba
has
Gooding
a,
Jr.
Cuba Gooding
Cuba
Jr.
Jr.
is in People vs. OJ. I
John
love-
Travolta's in it
John
too,
Travolta plays a big role in that
Yeah,
show.
and
Nathan
what's wrong
Lane
with his
is in that
face?
show.
Who plays OJ?
He's got a lot of
Plastic
yeah, he's
surgery?
got a lot of work done. I think.
Didn't
Cuba
work.
Gooding Jr.
Didn't work.
Cuba Gooding Jr. plays OJ, yeah, and
Wow.
was
John Travolta
very
should-
good as
Wow.
OJ.
Get that sucked out.
Yeah,
There's a certain point where it's like, dude, it looks like you stuck an air pump in your cheek. It's like, can we relax?
Is this Nathan Lane?
no,
Travolta.
John Travolta.
John Travolta.
He talks like this. It's like he can't move his face.
He quite literally painted his hair back on. I don't know if you've noticed that. He has like the most painted line on his. It looks like Paul.
I don't know. He's really like come back though, and to me, he's kind of earned the right to
Did you?
do what he wants.
Do you?
I mean, you don't have to be like a resurging actor to want to do some shit to your face.
No,
That's
right,
fine.
yeah.
I just realized that people are going to notice.
Did
it's
you-
not very easily covered up.
So we were in Greece together.
Yes, we were.
And that was, I think, was that the first show I met you in?
One of, if not the first.
Yeah.
One of.
Because that was my first show.
Because
to
that
work for
was
you,
I was
believe.
like 13 at
Yes,
the time.
yeah.
So yeah, I guess I wouldn't have known you before then.
No, yeah. 9 years ago.
You were 13.
I
Wow.
was 13.
I did
That
not know
was
you guys knew
end of
each other
8th
that
grade,
long. Yeah.
going into my freshman year. Of high
Yeah,
school.
dude, you
Wow.
that was like your first teen show,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah, because that was
I
my.
was
first
finally
teen
old
show.
enough.
Yeah. But the reason I bring that up with John Travolta, there was a, there was this, in the movie John Travolta, there was like a rumor. Now I have no idea if it's true or not. It probably isn't. But that the guy who played Kaneki in the movie, claims that he woke up with John Travolta blowing him.
Wow.
and
In
like.
Greece?
In Greece, yeah. And that was like a big, yeah. And everyone's like, Olivia
Yeah.
Newton-John's right next to him?
Yeah, right.
Maybe not. I was like, that's
I think that's
interesting.
highly
Yeah.
unsubstantiated.
But anyway,
But-
we tried to recreate it in our Greece and didn't work out too well. But,
It's all about the character relationship.
yeah. They were really trying to
Kinnicky
get
and
into it.
what's his face?
Danny.
Danny, yeah. How could I forget Danny?
Zuko.
Grease lightning.
That show, listen, I loved like performing and doing it with great friends. Grease fucking blows.
I love
I
Grease,
don't
bro.
like Grease.
I like the
know.
movie.
I
I
listen.
don't-
There's
I
a lot of
know.
nostalgia. The music is really good.
Yeah.
I think that movie has literally the worst message
It
you
is,
could
it does.
possibly promote.
It does.
Because at the end of the day, you should just drop everything and change for the person you want to be with.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's fucked
That's
up.
very true.
I don't agree with that.
That's what a lot of those old musicals are just so like typical. Like all the characters just forget about stuff that just happened. I mean, they're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
just bypass the fact that he beat the shit out of my whole family or something like that. I mean, like in Footloose, like it's like
Oh, there's also like sorry to cut you off,
No.
but the other thing that I really don't like about Grease is that you apparently you can just get pregnant and there's no consequences because it's just going to be a scare. every time. And I think that goes back to like why I don't like it as a whole is that not only is it like unrealistic, it's specifically unrealistic for women, and it promotes a really weird, bad idea of
Yeah.
like how females should act in high school.
yeah. Well, I mean, she loses the baby, right? Or was it like a
So
false
it was
positive?
just false positive.
It was like, thank God our baby doesn't exist anymore.
And it's
Everyone's
like it's said in such a like haphazard way too at the end when they're all at the carnival
Yeah.
and like Rizzo comes up and she's like, guess what? It was a false negative or a false positive. Let's go hang out and have fun. And everyone's like, yeah. Like one
getting
line
drunk.
dedicated. It is on par with the scene in the room where the elderly mother goes, I got the results of the test back. I definitely have breast cancer. And then it's never mentioned the rest of the movie.
Are you serious?
You guys haven't seen The Room?
No.
I have not. Wait.
What is-
The Room or
what?
Room?
The Room, written,
No.
directed, starring Tommy Wiseau.
No.
I
Tommy
have
was
no
You
idea what
guys
that is.
Who's
are
Tommy was
kidding me.
No.
Oh, we got.
How old
we
is
gotta,
it? Oh, 2003.
I'm derailing the conversation just so we can talk about The Room, bro.
Bro.
Oh.
The Room is probably like top 5 favorite
This is
movies for me
Disaster
all the
Artist,
time.
dude, right?
It is the movie that The Disaster Artist was based on, or like was about.
Gotcha.
Essentially, there is so much shit that went on. There's so much behind the scenes things that are just so wacky about this movie. I compel everyone, including and especially you both, because you guys would love it.
Yeah.
To watch The Room because
How old is this movie? Pretty old, huh?
2003.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
came out, but started production I think in like 1997.
Really?
1996. It took like 8 years to get this movie like on the big screen.
Wow.
And it was only in theaters for 2 weeks because that's the minimum amount of time that it takes for a movie to be in theater to be considered for an Oscar. This dude was so passionate about this project. He really believed that it was going to be the next great dramatic piece, and people went into the theater and were laughing hysterically at it. And that
Really?
it crushed him for a minute, but then he turned around and got up on stage. He was like, "Ahaha! I always meant it to be a comedy," and like, and it's now like gained this really crazy cult status.
I'm sure.
Of being like they still do like screenings now, where people come in mass. They throw plastic spoons at the screen. It's like Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's such
Okay,
a
yeah.
culture and a tradition for people. And I have personally have never been to one of these screenings, but it's supposed to be a beautiful, beautiful time.
I'm gonna
Really?
be watching this.
Damn.
Yes, I have the DVD. You guys want to borrow
Perfect.
it?
I'm
'cause-
surprised it's only 3.
I would ask that you wait for me to watch it with you guys because
But it's bad.
it's atrocious, dude.
Okay.
It's everything
just-
a movie shouldn't be.
Okay, perfect.
But that's part of what makes it such a masterpiece.
Okay, as long as I know that going in,
Yes.
I'll be good.
Yeah.
But if I'm like, oh, I'm super pumped, like Ben told me I need to watch this
No.
movie, and I really respect
I
your movie opinions.
adore it, but it's terrible, and that's what's so lovable about it.
Yeah, I like that.
Anyway, yeah,
Well,
Grease sucks. The Room is awesome.
I wanted to.
That's wild. Sorry.
No,
Go
go
ahead.
for it. You
I was
said
just
Grease
gonna say,
what?
Grease. My family is
Loves
obsessed
Grease?
with
Like I
Grease,
said,
and
there's a lot of
that's why I had
nostalgia and stuff that comes with it. I totally get that because it's an iconic musical.
Right.
One of
Yeah.
the most iconic musicals. I just I watch it now compared to when I was watching it in high school, and I'm like, this kind of straight up sucks. This is a
Right.
bad ending.
Yeah, I think I laugh my ass off when I watch the movie so hard because I think Danny Zuko, I think John Travolta, if anybody else was that role, that movie would have never made
Never.
the light of day like
Dude.
that. That dude was so fucking funny. There's one part where he's like, what the fuck does he say? He's like with all of his boys, and it's like the typical like how first of all they're all 28, and it's so
Tell me
obvious.
more. Tell me
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
They're all like almost in their 30s. And you
Dude,
can
they
tell.
look. I actually saw like a little like reference to that on Twitter a couple of days ago, where it was like this man's supposed to be 15, and it shows literally like one of the oldest looking men I've ever seen.
Oh,
in my
it
life
was
on that
Sonny.
cast.
The
Yeah,
guy who
it's
plays
Sonny. It's
Sonny.
the guy who plays Sonny, who genuinely looks like he's 49.
Yeah, and I think he was like late
It's
30s when he was
really
in the
funny.
movie. Yeah, and John
It's
Travolta was
bad.
like 27, but still, it was
Yeah.
like
It's
because there's this
so not.
there's this one line where he's like, "Come on, Sandy," like, and it's he's literally just like,
He's supposed to be 15. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whose uncle is this, bro? Come on.
yeah, yeah. Why is the substitute teacher hanging out with all the guys?
So funny.
Yeah, that's Sonny Latieri. That was a character that I played every time.
And
That dude's 53.
yeah.
Yeah. Come on,
Good
Sandy.
Lord.
Give me, oh, don't make me laugh. That's what he does. He goes, and like it's so like but it's so hilarious, dude. Oh my god, those movies are so fucking funny. I die.
Yes,
I die.
Yeah, after talking about it, I want to say I'm going to revisit it, but I probably won't.
I
You know,
mean-
it's one of those I'm like, oh, I don't remember that. But
Right.
I'm
People
not going
don't
to
like
investigate.
music in movies a lot. A lot of people just don't like that. They think it's like stupid. You know
I
what
do.
mean? Like,
Mary
Pete-
Poppins.
yeah.
is a classic.
Gas. I love
Yeah,
Mary Poppins.
Mary
I
Poppins
love all
is
that
fire.
shit. People just a lot of people don't like I know you're not a fan of musicals.
Like I
okay.
mean, we've talked about
Okay.
it before. It's literal. It's literally when it's like, oh, I'm kind of hungry. I'm kind of hungry. I'm kind of hungry.
That doesn't happen,
hungry.
though.
Yeah,
That doesn't
Yeah,
happen.
it does.
Because you've seen Oklahoma once when you were 14, and now everything's singing about fucking
Okay,
tacos.
but here's my question: is like, why does that turn you off? I kind of like the idea that any normal moment can turn into a moment of song.
Yeah, I think it's
And
so
I
hilarious.
respect it, but it's usually, and I'm not totally against musicals. There's
Oh no, I don't
plenty
believe
of
that
movies
you
like,
are. I
like
want to know what it is about it though.
it's usually if it's a good enough movie, like other than the music aspects, I'm too invested in the story to want to take the 2 minutes
so you're
to listen
one
to a
of
song
those,
and then
like,
jump back
I'm
into
wasting,
the story.
This is a waste of time.
Kinda,
of things.
yeah.
Boo on you.
I
it's-
agree.
Shame on you.
I mean,
agree, Ben.
Again, it's just like
No, that's fine. I
And
I
a
know
big part of it
plenty
is-
people who have the same opinion.
I'm just not into the music of musicals typically. Like just the type
That's
of
the
music.
thing. You have not seen enough musicals.
Probably not.
And I would love for you to see, like, In the Heights or Hamilton or, like, have you seen Hamilton?
I'm really
No,
I'm kind
I
of
should
over
watch
Hamilton
Hamilton.
at this point.
Bro,
Yeah,
In
well, I
the
mean,
Heights is a great
yeah.
suggestion.
I've never seen Hamilton actually, or listened to the
It's on
music.
Disney+.
And I listened to like 3 of the. I listened to like 2 of the songs, and I'm like, this is gas.
That shit's
Like-
hard.
Yeah, dude, you've seen Hamilton.
Oh yeah.
I actually-
1776.
Yeah,
New York City.
That is
not
one of the
boring.
only musicals that I have on my phone. Is
And
Hamilton.
you would
I
love Book of
listen to it.
Mormon too.
Probably.
Book of Mormon is fucking hysterical, and it's absolutely zero. Like, there's a ton of musicals that I'll be like, it's like there's this musical called Sunset Boulevard, and it is
Yes, sir.
like it's literally a sleeping clam, bro. Like, I swear to God, I saw it at Oakview.
Clam.
What is the fucking
SpongeBob. Love that.
But there's like literally a song in Sunset Boulevard where everyone's going Sunset Boulevard, crazy boulevard, and that goes on for 40 minutes, and everyone's like,
Yeah.
and I hate the one thing I don't like about musicals is when the female lead will break off into a spotlight and sing for the whole fucking act, basically, or at least it feels it that way. And she just hits like 4 high notes, and you can see the faces in the audience. I don't care how much you love musicals. I don't care how much you love solos and dramatic pieces. It is Snorville 1,000% of the time. I mean, I cannot tell you if I see someone in 1800s clothing with a spotlight on them, and she's obviously 19, and she's obviously talking about someone who fucked her over, and she's going, oh, you're just like, oh, shut the fuck up. Can we get back to the goofball with the hat that goes, yes, Skippy? You know, like,
Yeah.
Can you give me an example of a show that does that though? Because
I
can't think of any.
I mean, Les Mis.
Oh, okay.
Les Mis. I mean, but I like the
You
music
win
in
this
Les
round.
Mis, so it's different.
Yeah.
I almost don't believe that for Les Mis because I
Right.
like Les Mis.
Brendan, let me ask you this: Are you speaking exclusively about like movie musicals when you say that you feel like it's wasting
No,
your
it-
time, or because I think going to
Yes.
see it live is so like makes so much of a difference.
Absolutely. Though, I will appreciate a performance regardless of what
That's all I
format
want.
it is. Oh,
I
absolutely.
think
And
that's
yeah.
fine.
no,
'Cause-
it's not like when
'cause
some
there have
girl's
been-
crushing it. I'm like, oh, shut up, get back to
No,
the story. like,
Because I used to be that way too. Like a long time ago, I was like, "Oh God, they're singing again. Let's move
Right.
along." But and then I got into it a lot more and into music a lot more, and that's why I feel like so much more connected to
Yeah.
the
No,
parts
I
of that
agree.
show that
Yeah,
aren't
sure.
just straight acting. So.
And a lot of people hate like Les Mis is so long, but like I don't like Phantom of the Opera or Phantom.
I think they
don't.
need to. I
I'm
think
with you.
Yeah.
Trash.
I'm not
Take
much
the
of
mask
one
off.
for like rebooting things unnecessarily, but I think that's one that like could use a little bit of a
Yeah.
kick in the teeth.
It's just it's so literally like, I mean, our buddy Don played Phantom, and he's like, I fucking love the show. It's my favorite. Like, it's his favorite show. He's always play the lead. I went and saw him, and literally everything's just.
Yeah,
And
it's
you're like,
Phantom
oh.
of the Opera, not Phantom of the Disco.
Yeah, but it's so.
Phantom of the Megaplex.
yeah.
Phantom of the Thunderdome.
I think
Phantom
that was,
Studio 54.
That was a Disney movie, Phantom of the Megaplex.
Yeah, Megaplex.
The choreography in like some of those too, like Stepping Time, bro, and Mary Poppins, bro.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
See, and I
dude.
love Mary Poppins, and like one of my favorite movies ever is like James and the Giant Peach, and like there's plenty of music in that, and like it's not that I like as soon as someone starts singing, I'm like, oh God, come on, like
Yeah.
but
No,
like
no.
if like you said, when it's like, oh, they're singing again, like it's been 3 minutes since the last song, and I got a little
Yeah,
bit of
no.
story, and I'm like, come on, I'm just so
I'll give you credit. There's a ton of musicals that are like that. I saw a show called If Then with it wasn't Idina Menzel, but it's technically starring Idina Menzel. It was her understudy for that
Wicked's
night.
amazing.
And Anthony Rapp,
Anthony
who
Rapp.
made famous by his role
Rent.
in Rent is a big one. He was also in Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused. Yeah.
okay.
He was.
He's like blonde hair, like long blonde hair, glasses. And
He
Dazed
was
and
the one
Confused.
that got all.
He hangs out with something Goldberg's character. I'm forgetting the names, but
I'm
in any
blanking.
case, they were fantastic. The beautiful performances, like really really great, like set construction and spectacle and all of that stuff. My problem with it was that they couldn't go 30 seconds without singing something.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
Which
that's
is
what.
fine. Like if that works for your story, I didn't personally love it.
There's
But-
tons of musicals that have 0 lines. Like Les Mis is all
Yeah,
music.
it's
the whole thing. They
Operas.
don't speak one time.
That's the difference, though.
Is Phantom all music too?
No, I don't think
No?
so.
Okay.
I did not know Les Mis was all music.
all music.
Wow.
No,
That's kind of impressive.
It's like-
have you guys seen Jesus Christ Superstar?
yes, that is one of my favorite
I've not.
musicals of all time. I was in Jesus
that's,
Christ Superstar.
That's not even a musical, bro. That is a rock opera.
Yes, it is.
A ropera.
I played Simon.
A opera.
I was
rock
Simon.
opera. You should check that out because that is actually quite fun.
Oh,
Okay.
dude, yeah.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh
Dude.
my God, the man who plays Judas, I will never be able to come up with his name, is incredible.
Dude, that's a dream role of mine. Is Judas.
Those
Really?
chops.
Yeah. He wears a full.
seriously,
It's
man.
all 70s. Usually, like if you're gonna do it, like a lot of people like to do it. Like the movie's awesome, but the 70s movie. So they usually what it is like. It's like 70s clothes. So like Judas is
Yeah,
like
it's
barefoot
very,
with just a red velvet suit on or something.
Okay.
He's like Jesus, fucking it's so sick. Fucking
And there's no lines in that?
no,
No, straight spoken
Spoken?
lines. Yeah,
Mary Magdalene.
everything is sung.
It's fucking great, dude. I love that. I was in that show at Oakview, and it was garbage. And the reason I say that is because the people that we have a director named Paul at Oakview, and he's a fuckhead. And he's older than time. Like, I didn't know forever was an actual age, but on his fucking thing, it said year 2. On born year 2.
A driver's license.
Yeah, dude. It literally it wasn't even a driver's license. It was a rock that he carries on his. Born here, and there's just an arrow, and it says 2.
A caveman hand.
Yeah. Signed by the mayor of Rocks. You know.
Actually, one of the first names in the Bible.
yeah,
Check
dude.
it out.
Paul,
Paul.
straight up. But he made everything.
Good
You
friends
know the
with
book of
Cain.
Matthew? Yeah, I wrote it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That was me fucking writing shit down. Unbelievable. But he's older than time, and he is the reason is he's a fuckhead because he's just a shitty director, and he had a bunch of people that I'm more or less bitter that I should have been Judas because I'm the proper age of Judas in the like I was young, I was like 20, 21 or something when it was.
You can hit that register too, right?
Yeah.
You can get up there.
Yeah, and I wanted to play. That was like that's like right where my range was,
Right.
And I was like, bet, this is such a cool role. And the guy who was playing Jesus, he was like 28, and he had a great voice, but he was a good Jesus. He was good. But the one who played Judas was like 48, and he used to be good, but he had a trash voice, and he was always stretching like and trying to get up there, and everyone was like, oh,
Right.
dude, oh my god,
Is that a thing? Stretching?
like, I mean, like, he was forcing the note. You know what I mean?
I thought you literally if you stretch you can get higher notes.
Well, that's the thing.
I wonder if that's true actually.
So
because
what
it's a diaphragm thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So what you do if you want to hit higher notes, people have a tendency to like go on their tiptoes, and that's the wrong thing to do. You got to
Yeah.
plant your feet and go down. And that's why a lot of people, when you see like Broadway actors, they'll when they hit a high note, they'll come down here and go, and fucking. Yeah. They'll like bring it from down below.
Shout out Idina Menzel.
Yeah.
Dude, Wicked. That's another one.
Wicked
I like.
is
We went and saw that when I was
yeah.
little, and I was like, dude, this is my shit. This
That
is
show has a
awesome.
lot of spectacle too. Like
Yes.
there's a lot of cool things to look at in
Yeah.
that show.
And again, Wizard of Oz is another one. My family was.
Yeah.
My mom is obsessed with Wizard
I
of
haven't
Oz and
seen
Mary Poppins.
like a stage production of that show. I would love to see that live.
Yeah.
We
You would like The Wiz.
Because I
bro.
adore the movie.
probably.
You would like The Wiz.
The Wiz when
Oh,
done
bro.
well and
Love
done
The Wiz.
properly is very good. The Wiz when done at Marist High School with like 150 white children
Yeah.
is not.
Well,
good.
Wow.
that's straight up. Like, first of all, breaching the contract, I believe.
100%. They had no business choosing that show for Marist High School.
No, it's in the contract that the actual cast has to be African American. Like that. The
For
people,
what?
For the Wiz. 'Cause
Oh.
it's a black. It's basically a black Wizard of Oz.
Oh, okay.
And it's like set in like
it's so good too. Like the
Yeah.
movie itself is really really sharp.
the music's
The
sick.
music is so good.
So sick.
And that's why it it turned into one of these terrible experiences at the end of the day because
Right.
I mean we had fun because we weren't gonna not try to have fun doing it, but we all like collectively understood that like none of us have any business doing this show,
Yeah,
and
right.
therefore
This
none
ain't
of
it,
us should
Chief.
pretend that this is any good.
Right.
So
And all the ranges, I mean, like, believe it or not, like, black musical theater actors normally have a significantly higher register. Male actors, I should say.
is that true? I didn't know that.
I mean, the reason I say is because Sister Act, The Wiz, I was in Sister Act and I played TJ, and TJ's normally casted as a black kid.
Sure.
And the vocal range on him is just fucking nuts, and
Really?
I had to get up there. And then there's a song called "Lady in a Long Black Dress" where I had to go out on stage and I like would rip my shirt open and I was like, "Ooh, lady in a long black dress," and it was
All falsetto.
you know, dude, it was so fucking hard, but yeah, it was
Wow.
wild. But Rick, because the Tin Man
Shout out
is
Rick.
all
Shout out
silver.
Rick.
Shout out Rick. He got to play the Tin Man in high school. He was the Tin Man in high school.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And he went to HF, so it was
Yeah.
you know, they had
Sure.
all the black
They-
actors
yes.
for it. You know what I mean? It was appropriately done. But because there was no deciphering whether or not Tin Man was black or white.
Right.
He could do the silver face. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But there were people, bro,
Silver face.
that straight up did blackface just to do the show, and it's like, just
Yeah,
do
I
the
want to make
Wizard
it
of
clear
Oz.
we never did that.
No, good.
But at the same time, like the appropriation was already there.
Yeah, that's
So-
wild. You guys want
Not
to
my
hear a
favorite show
story
that I was in.
of how into Wizard of Oz my family is?
Please.
Yes.
I think I've told you this before, maybe. But so there was like a showing at a theater up north, and my cousin Bill, who's super into Wizard of Oz and musicals in general, his parents they help at Oakview and
Oh, do they
yeah,
ski?
Yeah,
Yeah.
ski in Mersey.
They
Mersey
help.
and ski.
They build the sets with Gil.
Oh, that's great.
So, and my aunt Mare is like costume designer extraordinaire. Of
course.
So we heard about the showing, and it was like a thing that I guess you're like, oh yeah, dress like Dorothy and like do all this, and it's like, yeah, come dressed up, and it was like, okay, perfect. So my aunt, we have a giant family. My mom comes from a family of 10.
Wow.
So yeah. And they had like one movie growing up, and guess what? Wizard of
The
Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
So go all out. My aunt was Dorothy, and we had like Tin Man. We had like literally everybody, to the point where the kids were literally
Flying
dressed. No, even better. The kids were dressed as bricks.
No,
Yellow
come on.
bricks. I
Not
swear.
the
munchkins
fuck
or
up.
flying
No.
monkeys or
bricks of the road. We're like walking in like we're here, and everyone's like, "Wow, the yellow brick road
Oh
just showed
my
up." Yeah.
Push him over. Stop
There
him.
was like 30 of us. It was
That's
one of the
insane.
best experiences
and
ever.
hilarious.
Yes.
I love it.
What are we gonna be? Flying monkeys or the
I
trees or
love that.
no the fucking floor?
And that was the joke too. My whole family was like, "Oh, this is just gonna be hilarious that we're dressed as bricks."
They knew where they were doing.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my god, dude, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Dude, that's one of the funniest scenes. I think that was like the start of modern comedy in my head. Like they were above their time when they had the trees throwing the apples at the fucking.
Oh yeah.
I was like if I came up to you and put on your hair.
Yeah.
Whipping apples. Get in, boys. And for some reason, they sound like they're fucking gangsters in the 50s.
Yeah. Mugging them.
I don't remember that part of the movie.
Really?
Oh my-
No, I remember the apple throwing. I don't remember them being
Yes.
50s gangsters.
Yeah, one of them had a jacket on. It was unreal. Around his branch shoulders.
Where's my money?
That movie is like it still blows my mind now because the amount of like really interesting visual effects is quite literally insane. to
Definitely.
me.
Oh, yeah.
When did that come
Everything from the like my
What
favorite
movie?
effect and
Wizard
probably
of
one of
Oz,
my favorite
1939.
effects. Yeah, it's
1939.
an old one.
Say less.
But probably one of my favorite effects in all of cinema is and it's super iconic. Everyone knows this moment where Dorothy walks out of her black and white house and into a colorful
Yep.
world.
Mm-hmm.
The way that they do that is so ridiculously simple, but like so because they're shooting on film, so
Right.
they can't like just digitally correct that shit. They had
There's no fixing in post.
right.
No.
They had a stunt double for or like Judy Garland's double painted in like gray sepia paint.
Wow.
They were already shooting in the Technicolor while we're still in the black and white house. It's just that the camera like kind of moves away from Dorothy for a second so that Judy Garland can like switch places
Wow.
in color and then walk into a colorful world. And I love how insanely
That is
simple
very
that is
cool.
because that's got to be like that's so creative.
Yeah.
You had to be so smart to get that
Yeah.
those effects done because
yeah.
you know it was so much
Especially
harder
that
to
long
shoot.
ago, too.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
There's a lot of like little Easter eggs from Wizard
Well,
of Oz.
the rainbow, I
Totally.
touched the actual rainbow they used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go to the Sony lot in Los Angeles, me and Frank snuck in, and literally it's just a big plastic rainbow. And they kept it in the Sony lot. They just left it there. They originally moved it from, I think, the Warner Brothers lot to the Sony lot. But it's the actual rainbow that they used.
That's
Damn.
cool.
yeah.
Did you guys ever hear about one of the Munchkins that killed him?
Yeah. There's a
Killed
literally
himself? He hung himself, and he's like on video supposedly.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
No.
There's like if while they're going through the forest, like they're fucking.
Oh, like in the movie.
in the
you can
back,
see-
you can see like a swinging
I do
silhouette
know what
of
you're
a
talking. I thought you were
munchkin that
talking about
killed
like an
himself
actor
on set.
that
Yeah.
you know had a nervous break
another-
or something.
Um,
I took it to a dark place.
another fairy tale of that is the Tin Man,
Mm-hmm.
who obviously was silver.
Mm-hmm.
The paint that they used to paint him
Don't
silver
tell me it
looking,
was lead paint, dude.
it was lead paint. And he
No.
literally had to breathe through a machine for the rest of his life.
What?
'Cause he
That's
developed severe lung issues.
Fucked.
Also, me and him have the same birthday. Shout out. Tin
The
Man.
Tin Man.
The Tin Man.
At the same time, that does not surprise me, and that's
Shout out Tin
sad.
Man. Hey, that when I mean they sacrificed your film, bro. Have my
They
lungs.
really did, bro.
I'll be the Tin Man. Have my lungs.
Yeah.
I'll fucking walk around with oil at.
All
That
right.
is bananas. I did not know that.
That's the. I think that's the.
Yeah, that's the hanging Munchkin.
Man,
Look at that
give me,
shit.
Give me oil on the rocks.
I don't know if that's ever
Yeah,
been
that's like
like.
Tampered
I
with?
don't know about
I
that,
don't-
dude.
Well, I know in the new versions that's not there
No,
anymore.
they took it out.
They like fixed that.
Mm.
But I'm saying,
Why
like,
was it
I
there in
don't-
the first place?
I-
That's what I would love to know.
They didn't. I guess they didn't see it on set.
Evil wood. Evil wood.
But like, it looks so purposeful.
It's hard to believe that they'd be like, "Hey, what's hanging?" They would like someone would go, "Is that supposed to be there?" You know,
Yeah,
like
like-
it's literally in the center of the frame. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Wow. That's weird.
couldn't afford reshoots.
No, clearly. one reshoot without the fucking Munchkin. Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
Carl!
wild. That is crazy.
yeah.
Do you guys have any other old movie, like recommendations, things that you've seen that you really
The
enjoyed?
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Dude,
Western movie. I love
big
that movie.
time. Clint Eastwood, man. Clint Eastwood is so.
Feeling lucky.
I hate him
Punk.
now.
Yeah.
I don't like him now. I like watching the old Sergio Leone
I think he's
movies
so fucking
because he's so like like that was his prime.
Right.
But now he makes movies about just his old crusty ass
Exactly.
being racist.
being
as fuck.
racist as hell and super sexist and
I
like
will say Gran Torino is one
Gran
of my
Torino's an
favorite
interesting
movies.
movie,
Yeah.
but at
that
the
movie's
same time,
awesome.
like I think it was part of it was kind of an excuse for him to like make fun of Asian people.
What are you guys doing here, zipper heads?
I
Everyone's
mean,
like, whoa.
when
Jeez.
the only reason I see that and I'm like, is because like there's 1 million, and we all know it. There's 1,000,000% people out there like that, and
Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm not-
I don't know if it's encouraging them or whatever, but I mean, I like at least somebody is representing people like that accurately.
Well, the nice
Yeah.
part about that is because
Not that they need to be represented, but
Well, finish your thought.
Well, I just wanted to say like I don't think that's necessary.
Yeah. I mean,
I think, and I don't think Clint Eastwood is playing 100%. He's playing a character, but he's not at the
Right,
same time
exactly.
because he helped write the movie.
yeah.
He
And
knew
the
what
thing
he
is,
was going into.
the nice part about the end of it is where like he actually does it all to save the Hispanic family he lives next to.
Asian family.
Is it Asian?
They're Korean.
Oh, they're Korean. Oh,
Or
okay.
Vietnamese, excuse me.
Oh, and the Vietnamese like gangsters came
Yeah.
yes,
and
he,
like
he fake pulls a gun on them. Spoilers. He like reaches into his jacket,
yes,
whips out a lighter to light a
Mm.
cigarette, but the gangsters think it's a gun, so
Oh,
they gun him
yeah.
down,
yes,
and then they get arrested and charged because he didn't have a weapon on him, so they couldn't claim self-defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's
And that's
wild.
it is a little weird.
I mean, he's fucking 85 in the movie,
And then
so
he
it's
then he leaves his Gran Torino to not his granddaughter,
Yeah,
but
his neighbor.
Yeah, the Asian kid. Who,
Asian kid, yeah. Which is
helps
bad
his-
fucking
yeah.
ass, I will say. I was like,
It was
good
kind of
for
a
him.
good,
Yeah.
little like moment in the
like,
movie.
I put the engine in this car back in '62.
He's a little extra, and now he's making movies that are just the most
The
unnecessary.
Mule
shit.
was
The
one of the
Mule
worst movies I've
is
seen in a long time. Like in a long time.
Oh, when I
it's
heard
okay.
when I heard that the
Yeah.
Mule featured not one but two sex scenes featuring Clint Eastwood and two other women.
Really?
I don't know. Have
Really?
you seen it? I haven't seen
I've-
it.
I've seen
I
it.
never
I
never
can't
bothered to
remember.
watch it because that's what I heard about it.
I can't remember if that's in there or not. I can't remember.
And it
a
it
while
just
since I've
sounded
seen
a
it.
little bit too. Even one, I would have been like, I don't really
Any-
want to watch that. Clint.
yeah. The
That's
most-
not necessary.
I don't even want to see him flirting with a girl. Yeah, I mean, let alone this 87-year-old man fucking. I mean, he used to be.
Trying to get it up.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 minute, baby.
Just give me one.
Yeah,
Pops
pups.
of Viagra.
7 of them. Yeah.
Damn it.
I get it food naked.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the most powerful engine in the world.
Most powerful 44 Magnum in the world.
He was kind of hard back in the day, though.
Yeah,
oh,
he
dude.
was.
Also,
But-
handsome as all fucking get out, too.
Yeah, but it's
Dirty
at this
Harry.
point, it's like, okay,
Feeling
stay in your
lucky.
lane.
Yeah.
And I guess his lane
He-
nowadays
I
is
don't
just
have a
old
problem-
racist white dude.
By lane, you mean rocking chair.
Yeah, right.
I don't have a problem with him directing stuff either, like, because he's
No,
a creative
he's
individual.
brilliant, yeah.
But, like, he doesn't need to be in every single movie that he makes.
Right.
No, no.
You know, he did American Sniper, too.
Yeah, that movie.
That's wild.
Was he in
I
that
got
movie?
big issues with that movie.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. No, I guess not
Oh,
the movie
no.
itself. There's nothing wrong with the movie. It came out a little later that Chris Kyle, the dude that it's about, is kind of a scumbag, or was kind
Really?
of a scumbag, like super racist dude.
Really? That's
And
That
I
sucks.
don't have the evidence in front of me to substantiate it. A lot, I guess, some statements came out later on where he was using some derogatory terms and speaking ill of people of other races. I would look it up to,
yeah.
fact check yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Editing Ben.
And he was that was
future
with,
Ben, please help
Yeah,
yourself
right.
right now.
Who was the that was my God, who
Bradley
played
Cooper.
him? Bradley,
Bradley
Cooper.
Cooper, yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, I had nothing. I didn't have a problem with the movie really.
Yeah.
The performance was good. The
Yeah.
editing was really good. I just that came out later, and I was like, oh, that ruins that movie for me because I don't want
Yeah.
to root for this guy, knowing that he was a terrible person.
Wait, wasn't he in the movie?
Who?
Chris Kyle.
Chris Kyle?
No.
No, because
He
he
was
died
dead.
before the movie came out.
I thought there was like
or before it even.
someone.
You're
in the
thinking you're
movie-
thinking a lone survivor.
That's probably what I'm thinking of because the actual guy who was the lone survivor was
Yeah.
in the movie
That's a good
briefly.
ass movie.
Same with
Yeah.
Wolf of Wall
I hear the
Street.
book is
We were
awesome.
just talking about this.
Wait,
Wolf of
really?
Wall-
Jordan
Jordan Belfort is in the Wolf of Wall Street.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's
What?
the dude that introduces Leo as Jordan Belfort at the lecture at the end of the movie.
Really?
I shit you not. That's Jordan. I'm gonna look this up. That's
my
Jordan
God.
Belfort.
He took that and he ran with it. I mean, he always has, but
Right.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
that
he
yeah.
does like consulting.
that movie
shit now.
like
Oh,
revitalized that man's career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like
Um,
podcast, like
Wolf.
Oh,
listen
the
to me,
Wolf
take
Den?
my financial. Yeah,
Streets.
exactly.
Yeah.
I
The
think he
Wolf's
like
Den?
offers some like service, like pay $50 a month and I'll give you tips on, I don't know, how to go to jail.
How to sell
Alright.
a pen.
How to take
I'm
Quaaludes.
gonna pull up.
Yeah, right.
Quaaludes. Are those things still a thing? Like is
No,
No.
because I think they say that in the movie because they're like you can't get these anymore.
Yeah, they don't. They discontinue those like back in the late '80s.
Right.
What are they?
They were
Just, like,
sleeping
Xanax?
medication.
Yeah.
It was a sleeping medication, but people found out that if you could resist the urge to fall asleep for about 15 minutes or so, they gave you a crazy high, and like that's why they were taken off the market. But
And why he fell down the
and
stairs.
yeah, why he fucking,
Yeah,
Why
right.
he dragged himself
why
to
his
his
brain
Lamborghini.
melted.
I actually love that scene when he
Yeah.
comes out and the car's trashed.
Yeah.
He thinks he did like an awesome job driving it.
All right.
Yes,
Like, I don't know
yo.
how I did that.
I might have to scrub through it a little bit. So let's keep talking while I figure this out.
What
But-
is this?
So this is at the end of the movie. Spoilers.
Oh, Wolf of Wall Street, yes.
Wolf of Wall Street, where Jordan Belfort is kind of like over all the criminal activity, and he's doing lecture stuff and like how to be a great salesman.
Gotcha.
And the dude that introduces Leo as Jordan Belfort is the real Jordan Belfort,
That's amazing.
which is kind of a good place to put him, I think.
I low key when I was listening, because I listened to a few of his podcasts and like I follow him on Instagram.
Jordan Belfort?
Yeah, he's such a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we fucking get it. You know, this whole COVID thing is fucking crazy. It's all
right.
bullshit. And I'm like, oh, this guy's a jagoff.
Motherfuckers, but this guy, my good friend Mr. Jordan Belfort, is the single
Yeah.
baddest
That's him.
motherfucker I have ever met.
That's the real Jordan
So I
Belfort.
want you right now to give a warm Auckland, New Zealand welcome for my good
Auckland,
friend,
New Zealand
the world's
welcome.
greatest sales trainer, Mr. Jordan Belfort.
Wow.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Wow.
I think like of all the cameos that you could do with something like that, that was probably one of the better ones. I
An
like that.
Oakland welcome. That dude
I
literally
wonder
has
how much input he had
embedded
on
into
that
his
movie.
cheeks.
Probably a lot, man. He wrote. Well, didn't he write a book
I'm sure he
I
did.
think
that
so.
Martin Scorsese kind of
Yeah.
made the movie off of?
Is it called The
Okay.
Wolf of Wall Street? The book?
It might be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually don't know for sure if there. I'm pretty certain there is a book.
Yeah.
But like he definitely had a hand.
Oh, yeah.
Even
I
if
mean,
he
I'm sure
wasn't
he
on
told
set
them-
or anything or in the writing room, he definitely like talked to Martin Scorsese a lot beforehand.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, that dude.
there's
yeah.
too much stuff in that movie that like feels way too specific, you know, and a lot of it is
Way of the Wolf is his book.
Oh yeah, okay.
Mm. Looks like the captain of douche.
He really does, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the
I
movie,
The movie definitely improves it.
1 hour.
111.
111.
Ooh,
Jesus Christ.
make a wish.
Oh my god, we'll go for a few more. I feel my stomach rumbling from the Jameson and Pink Floyd drink we had last night.
Yeah.
Whitney.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah. So what? I do want to ask you this.
Yeah, hit me.
What have you thought of everything that we like? What's your favorite part about what we're doing here? Like with all the stuff that we've been doing. Like,
Dude, there's nowhere to go but up.
yeah.
And I think the best part about what we've already accomplished now is that, and we keep saying this to each other as well, we don't do this for anybody but ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because we could just as easily be coming here treating this like a job and saying, I'm here for my paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Yeah.
But none of us are like that. And regardless of whether or not, we want to be getting a paycheck in the future, the fact that we put in so
We
much
do.
time now, which we do,
yeah.
but the fact that we put in so much time now really speaks volumes to like our originality,
Sure.
our dedication, our drive to put out content that we find funny and we find interesting, and things that we want to share with other people.
Yeah.
I love that wholehearted originality and that wholehearted genuine spirit, because that's what I had in college. Shout out BSU tonight.
Shout out.
Love this shirt.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, big fan. Season 18 shirt.
18.
but-
Fuck.
Yeah, they're on 20. This is their 20th season now.
Wow.
But big shout outs, because that show changed everything. And that had very much the same creative spirit where we were just doing it for ourselves. We wanted to make a sketch comedy show that we found funny, and that, if people liked it, great. If not, fuck them.
Yeah.
We wanted, we were gaining experience. We were making memories and having a great time doing it. And
Yeah.
that's exactly how I feel about Mock Mania.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
seriously.
Beautifully said.
Yes.
Thanks.
For real.
Beautifully said. I love that.
We
That's
would not
awesome.
be what we are without you, Benjamin.
No.
You've come in and revolutionized.
Nor I without you guys.
What is the Bernie Mac thing?
America.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
People don't like you being yourself. Fuck them. Love it, bro. I love them.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's the go.
Hell yeah.
Oh, well. All right, man. We got an hour and 11. I didn't think it was that long. I was actually kind of expecting like 45 or some shit. These combo flow. We touched on a couple good things. Let's see.
Major takeaways that Grease
Major-
sucks and you should stop watching that.
Grease
Yeah.
sucks. if you're
So
friends
does
with
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood kind of sucks.
Clint
Or
Eastwood-
he
yeah.
does now.
Paul from Oakview's a giant cocksucker. If you're friends with any midgets, make sure you check up on their mental health.
If you're white, don't audition for The Wiz.
If you're white, definitely don't audition for The Wiz.
Don't paint yourself with lead paint.
Don't paint yourself with lead paint. Yeah.
And be more chill.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. Before we cut that off, my stomach doesn't feel as bad as it did 5 minutes ago.
good.
So let me check. I had
We'll go
something.
until it starts feeling bad again.
Yeah.
Might have to cut.
You might have to cut. Literally, I might have to cut a fart. What the fuck? I had this in my notes. There we go. I wrote something down that I thought was funny that I want to talk to them. Oh no, I think I lost it. No. Probably not then. Looks like we're all out of fucking time here.
Got to a commercial break real quick.
Yeah.
Pepsi.
one
Pepsi.
sec.
The official drink of Mock Media.
I think PBR might
I was
be
just
the
gonna
official
say, it's
drink
probably
of Mock
PBR,
Media
actually.
After last night, yeah.
After last night, yeah, definitely
Dude,
PBR.
yeah, I just looked at something. It's
You
an
know what?
alien pube. What did it say? It said alien probes in butt. That's my most recent.
Dude, I would love to read your notes.
Dude, my
aloud.
notes actually. This is what we'll do. We'll scrub through a little bit of my notes. Let's go to a random one. We'll do like right here. A girl asked me to slap her boob. I don't know when that happened. Pull something while you're sleeping. If do you ever pull a muscle while you're sleeping? You guys ever pulled a muscle while you're sleeping?
I have not.
No.
Oh my god, dude! I used double hammy.
The cramp.
Dude, the
I've
foot
done
cramp. The
body
foot
parts
cramp.
weird. Like I've woken up with a sore shoulder or
Yeah.
neck before, but I've never pulled a muscle in my sleep.
Yeah, you're an extreme sleeper.
I don't feel like
You're
I
pulling.
don't feel
No,
like
You
I.
gotta stretch before bed, dog.
Yeah, I got a treadmill on my. Yeah. No, but I used to get plantar fasciitis in the bottom of my foot when I was running a lot.
Oh yeah.
And that would randomly just come up, and I would wake up, oh! And just my foot looked like fucking. I was, I just walked through Middle Earth, and I was
Tense,
like,
yeah.
Cramps are absolutely terrifying.
hold on, Andre's face telling
Oh
me.
hell yeah.
Why did he? Oh, here we go. There we go. Is he answering? There we go. We'll do a little pre-guest guest.
Yeah.
Why isn't he?
Why the hell not?
Connect.
Pick up Dre.
Connect. Of the fucking Wi-Fi or something. Come on, man. I had a funny joke to when he was an answer too. I was like, look, it's the second gunman from the grassy knoll. Hey, buddy. We're on the podcast right now. You're actually you're tuning in currently.
Oh shit! What's up, y'all?
What's up, man? What's going on? How you
Dr.
feeling?
Dre.
Yeah, you're on with Ben Berry
What's
and
up, my man?
the rest of the crew.
I'm feeling great. Shout out to the White Sox for clinching.
Yeah.
Pito.
Yeah, Jake was just talking about how much he likes the Sox.
Pito.
So pissed. Oh,
And hit me after, and let's have a couple shots of Hennessy, okay?
I'm in, man. I'm in. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you.
All right, later.
All right, peace.
Anything is possible.
Yeah, anything is fine.
I actually, straight up, that couldn't have gone better.
Tight.
That makes me look way cooler than I am. Like, I just got people calling me to fucking do Hennessy shots all the time. Here, we'll do a couple more notes things, and then Ben, I want to ask you. Oh, should we try to do a segment right now? Do you guys care if we keep going for another 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes?
Okay.
So, I mean, if you want to try it, the segment that we were thinking of was to call a friend of yours
Okay.
on, like, off my phone. We can do or off my phone that doesn't have my number.
Mm-hmm.
And try to talk to them for at least 30 seconds or a minute without them knowing that it's you.
Oh.
Prank call.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there someone that you know that you could do
that's
that?
That's a great question because none of my friends that see numbers they don't know will pick up
That's
the phone.
how I am.
Okay, yeah.
So-
So, I mean, it doesn't even have to be. It doesn't have to be you. We could do anybody.
Why don't you take a test run? We'll chime in if.
take a test run?
Yeah.
Who do I know?
We'll pilot this with your aircraft today.
Oh,
I dropped my
Shit.
phone again mid-podcast, which literally happens every single time I record,
Gotta get deeper pockets.
and I don't know where it is. Well, my problem is whenever I sit down, I put my phone in between my legs.
Okay.
Worst move ever. So I'm going to look for that real quick. Yeah, it's a bad habit, too, because I definitely leave my phone places more
Fuck.
than I like. Wishes ever.
I'm trying to think of someone that I could call that doesn't have my number. Or, I mean, obviously that makes no sense. Who can I call that I know will pick up? 911. Hey, I have an emergency. Is this Jake? Yes. You got me. God damn it. Yeah. I'm in the back, starts clapping. Hey, we're not verified. Whole CPD.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just like a bad, not a bad habit, I guess, but it's just like it's one of the negative consequences of like living in the 21st century, and especially in 2020, where like I don't do that. If I see a number that I don't recognize, it just goes straight to voicemail.
chance.
Do you think Jesse would answer you?
Jesse Naz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you want to try to call Jesse?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to do it off? He doesn't have your number, probably.
No.
Because I don't think he would answer the no caller ID.
No, he would.
But he would answer maybe a different phone number. Do you want to try it off of Ben's?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's see.
This is wild that I'm the one doing this now.
I'll do it. I just don't.
I already got it figured out.
You got it?
I think I
All
got
right,
it.
I can do. If you want, I can. We can redo it too. I'll do it. Actually, wait. I kind of want to call Jimmy Egan.
Do it.
All right.
That yes,
Can I
that'd be
use
hilarious.
it?
I don't know if Jimmy has my number. I also feel like Jesse
sure?
would find out it's a prank and be like, "Oh, dude, why the fuck did you do that?"
Let's see if he'll. I don't think he's gonna answer, but if he does, we'll try him. What should we do? Excuse me, sir, is your refrigerator running?
I was gonna call Jesse and say, "Hey, this is Rick from Uptown Auto. Expecting you to come pick up your car, but you know, something like that."
Excuse me, this is Michael from Men's Warehouse. We have your ties in stock. My buddy Jimmy.
You're gonna like the
Hi, thank you for calling the number of
Shit.
Sorry, I was not able to come to the phone right now, but if you
No
leave your
message.
name, number,
Very
and
professional.
message, I'll be sure to get back.
I'm gonna get a call like
Fantastic day.
2 hours later.
Hey, this is Michael from Men's Warehouse. I just wanted to call and ask for Jimmy Egan and let him know that he's a giant bitch. All right, see ya. He's gonna be like, "Who the fuck was that?"
Oh my God, Men's Warehouse.
His phone-
Like I
Phone's
said,
always
I'm gonna get
fucking
I'm gonna get a call 2 hours later and go, "Who the fuck?"
Michael
This is my
from.
phone.
The thing is, he works at Men's Warehouse, so he's gonna actually think that somebody's fucking with him. All right, we'll do.
Just send a follow up. Just be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, don't call that number back."
Yeah, I'll text him.
That's so funny.
His fucking.
Hey, so I just called you a giant bitch. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna text him like, "Hey, is there a dude named Michael that works at Men's Warehouse that keeps calling you a bitch? 'Cause he's calling me." Yeah. So that was a segment that we're gonna try to like master. Is like it's
We'll
different.
have to,
Yeah, it's different for you because you're actually fucking in the Mock Media crew. But for the guests that we don't really primarily talk to a lot, are not literally here, like distant friends and shit. I wanted to do a segment where they have to call a friend of theirs, like their best friend, and try to disguise that it's not them. For like it's as if I called McClory or like one of you guys and was just like, "Hey," and you guys were like, "This is fucking bars." You know what I mean? I can hear it in your voice. But yeah, that'd be a funny one if we can get that going.
Oh yeah.
We're here for it.
Did you have a follow up question? You said you were gonna ask me something, or was the question just like, "Do you want to try this game out?"
Maybe that was no. I think.
Why
you're
are
right.
you the
No, I
way
can't
that you
remember.
are, Ben?
Dude, I would love to know.
Yeah, right.
I would love to know.
Dude, look at this. So someone actually said this to me once. So I can't remember who. I think it was I think it was Frank. But he was like I wish they would make a drone that people could ride in. And I was like, yeah, it's called a fucking helicopter. No, I thought that was funny. Ever drink cold water while eating mint gum? It's like hold a handful of dry ice in your mouth. Boo. Yeah, I got hella fucking just shitty jokes. I actually,
Dude, do you want to hear some of my band names?
yes,
Ooh.
yes.
Some people collect stamps. Others collect mugs. I collect band names.
Real
actually
ones or
love
fake
that.
ones?
Things that like you hear naturally in conversation, and I go, oh,
Sure.
band name I call it.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my girlfriend hates me for it. But,
That's great.
the most recent one, band name number 220, Psychedelic Art Heist.
Wow.
Love that. 220?
I got 220 of these bitches.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bitches.
Bitches. It's actually one of the names. 220 of these bitches.
Yeah, right.
Band name, I call it. Asteroid of Trash.
I love that.
Some of these are really dumb too. Like I would never get like, glue fumes. who's
we are glue fumes. Thank you.
But like that's what I think. You know, like
Everyone's
and
got
some
Elmer's
frontman gets
clues.
up on stage and goes, "We are weed fetus or freeze dried pussy." Or electric lettuce.
Nice.
You know,
Lettuce.
shit like that. But I
Freeze-dried
am not gonna lie.
pussy.
There are a couple of gems in here that like
Yeah.
I'm very proud of.
Give us 3 more of your faves.
Oh man, barbed wire baseball bat.
Ooh, I like that.
I'm a fan.
I gotta see them for sure.
Yeah.
High school lunchroom.
Nice. Okay.
Love that.
All right, let me
That's
find
very
a
90s.
let me find a good one. Conveniently police.
Ah.
Nice.
We are conveniently police.
That's
You are?
so funny. We are conveniently.
Maybe we'll
police.
do a little segment on Verified in the
Yeah.
future where I can
Band
just
names.
rattle some
Yeah.
more off.
That's.
But I have a
actually
lot,
good
and
idea.
I never stop writing them down either, just because I think they're fun. But
Dude, ever.
they make
never
me
stop.
they make me laugh.
Never stop doing that.
My ultimate goal is to amass this list and start licensing the names out.
There you go. Just let people pick.
Not really,
Be
but
like, all right,
but
so
I feel like it's plausible that you can
No,
make money off of it a little
is,
bit.
yeah.
You know, you can
If you
trademark
trademark
it,
them all,
and then-
websites.
Yeah,
That's actually crazy.
ideally. That would be
Just
cool.
fucking.
But-
Ben's retirement plan.
Yeah,
I'm,
for real.
I'm the band name guy.
Well, I'm the band name, dude.
Ben, yeah, Ben.
Ben the
goes
band
to-
name. guy.
Ben gets. He's
Ben
like
the
on-
band namer.
Ooh, yeah, you're like busting instead of like playing the guitar on the side of the road. You're just handing out band names.
Here's my card. Here's a free band name.
Yeah, yeah,
There's a lot more where that came from.
yeah. And if you need a lead singer, I will be it.
We have a full album written and recorded, but we don't have a name.
Yeah, I have $1,000 here of over extra
Did
money.
I
can give
hear?
to anyone with
Don't
good
have a
band
name.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
Oh fuck.
All right, guys. Well, this has been lit.
yeah.
We haven't released an episode of Verified in a couple weeks. We've been I went stir crazy for about 2 and had to go to Alaska for a week and redo my thoughts. But now I'm back.
Well,
I'm
mental
good.
health check.
Yeah.
On the group as a whole.
Yeah.
Big time.
Mhm.
We've reset, revitalized, and now we're ready
Yeah.
to work.
It's important.
It is important. Thank
yeah.
you, Jaquette. It is important.
Yeah, I feel like everyone is going a little nuts too these days with all this COVID stuff. Still trucking away at our morals, at our morale, I should say.
Stay awake and do something that
Yeah,
you love.
yeah,
This
Yeah.
is that thing,
yeah.
Yeah.
especially for all of us.
If
so.
you ask me to go on a date with you and it's outside, social distance, just assume I'm gonna say no.
Bring
that's
your
ridiculous.
negative test
Yeah,
results.
yeah. Let's just cut that ridiculousness out of the way.
This was so much fun.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was
it
totally
hard?
out of my element, but I'm glad we did that.
Love that.
Dude, yeah, I'm glad you had a good time. I'm
you're
having. I
natural.
always have a great time. So.
Heading back to my spot.
Yeah. I love it, man. All right,
Yeah.
well, thank you so much for coming on, Ben. It's always a pleasure.
It always is with me.
Yes. Thank you, my
As well.
man.
You too, Brendan.
Brendan, any last words, thoughts, or behaviors?
Yeah. Stay true to yourself, guys.
I like that. Yeah. All right. Like, share, rinse, repeat. Yeah, you got the money. Pay for a bleacher because they're yellow, probably. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.